Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today we are unboxing a Mary Maxim monthly kit. I don't know which one arrived, so we're gonna be surprised together. So I have subscribed to both the Mary Maxim Knit Club and the Mary Maxim Crochet Club because I am bistitchable. I can knit and I can crochet. I am not as good of a knitter as I am a crocheter. I am very beginner knitter, but I am almost expert level crocheter. Like there ain't nothing I can't crochet. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm pretty confident that even if you gave me an expert level pattern, I would be able to at least do something with it. That being said, I don't know if this is the knit or the crochet club because they shipped separately. I'm going to say this is probably the crochet club because usually because crochet takes up more yarn than knit, you usually get like a bigger supply of a cheaper yarn. Whereas with the knit club, you get a smaller supply of a sometimes higher end yarn. That's not always the case. That is sometimes the case. I get both because I like the variety of the yarn between the two of them. The kit for the first month is $9.99 plus shipping. Each subsequent month after that is $16.99 plus shipping. So for me, sorry for all that, but so for me it's like $21.98 per kit per month. So $21.98 for the crochet, $21.98 for the knit pattern or the knit kit as well. And this is Lion brand yarn, and I'm not upset with this yarn. Because I have had some of this yarn before, and I actually like working with it. It is unique. Alright, so, this is the Crochet Club. Let me check my receipt. Yeah, so it's $16.99 a month for the Crochet Club of the month or the Knit Club of the month, and then it's $4.99 for shipping. So this is actually, I really like this. I don't know that I would make the vest, but I like the idea of this pattern. I think it's kind of cool. And it looks unique. It doesn't look like traditional granny squares where you see like the seam of them together. I just like the way that looks. And so this is the Lion brand Respect yarn. And there's quite a bit in here. This yarn, when it first released at Joann's, was expensive. And I remember it was like $8.99 a ball, I think. I could be wrong, but I remember that I liked the way it looked. And it's a polyester yarn. And I bought some of the green. Aw, I moved him. What did I do with my snake? I think he's down here. Give me just one moment to dig under my desk. Because I made a snake out of the Respect yarn. And a lot of my stuffies and stuff from this room. That's not it. What did I do with it? More moved under the desk. What did I do with my snake? Snake! Where are you? Let me pause. Not a clue what I did with either one of my snakes. Not a clue. I can't find anything since I rearranged the room. Bentley's looking for it though. He's digging for it. He's looking. Did you find it? Yeah, I didn't either. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I know that it is in this room somewhere. I just don't remember where I put it. Anyway, I made a really cool snake out of the Respect yarn. It was the green version of this yarn. And I really liked the way this yarn worked up. It is unique. It is I got a blurry spot over my eye. It is a recycled polyester blend yarn. It is 262 yards, 45% recycled polyester, 30% acrylic, 25% cotton. I have not made a wearable with this, but I did make that snake and it turned out so cool. And the weird coloring in this yarn made it look spectacular. Like, can you imagine this but with greens and those same browns in there? It just looked magnificent. It looked realistic, skin snaky. I loved that snake. I don't know where I put him though. It's driving me nuts. I'm gonna have to like dig for him. I remember setting him somewhere, but I just don't remember. He's probably on one of these shelves somewhere hiding. I just don't remember where exactly I put him. I remember sliding him over the top. He may have very well got moved to the living room, or maybe, I don't know, Bentley walked off with it, but both my snakes are missing. He might be in my room. He might be in my upstairs bedroom. It doesn't matter, but it's going to drive me crazy. So anyway, this was expensive when it came out. It was ridiculously expensive. And I wanted to try it because I was like, ooh, it's kind of cool. Like, I was attracted to it. It's not beautiful yarn. It's not spectacular, but, and it did have kind of, like I said, it was like $8, maybe $9 a ball. And I was not paying that, so I used my 30 or 40% off coupon at the time. I got one ball. I liked it, but I didn't like it enough to pay the price the Lion Brand and Joann's were charging for it. So I'm kind of happy with the selection of it because, like I said, I like the yarn. And for $21, I have 7 skeins. You can do the math on that, but I'm a happy girl. I never make the patterns that come in these kits. I really don't. The reason I order them is because, just like the reason I order the mystery bags, I like the surprise and I like feeling and trying yarns that I have never tried before, or maybe I wouldn't purchase for myself because of the price tag or whatever reason. So this one actually came with 2 different colors. They're very similar, but they are different. The lighter one is called Pebble, and the darker one is called Wood Smoke. They are complementary. They will go in a beautiful shirt together. I know this for a fact. Another, oh, Mary Maxim. Okay, so while I'm not a huge fan of the shirt, okay, I would probably change. This looks too much like a vest and too masculine for me, for my personal taste. I would probably, and what Mary Maxim never, ever, ever, ever does is have size inclusive patterns. This one's size inclusive. See? That makes me a happy girl. Because I know that I can change the neckline and make this more feminine. And I know that I could very easily do that by just making this go all the way up. And instead of doing all of this for around the shoulder, just make the bottom of the shirt this pattern all the way up, making the 2 panels and connecting them here exactly the way this shirt is connected. Now this is a store-bought shirt from Torrid. Okay, this was made in 2 separate panels like this, seamed up the sides, and then they added a ribbing. Well, if we can do that with this style shirt, I know that I can change this pattern to work for my body and to be way more feminine than this. So I might in the future make this. I don't like motifs. I don't like sewing little granny parts together, but I really like the way the bottom of this looks. So imagine, I'm just gonna fold it. Imagine that all the way up to the shoulders, but having like a scoop neck like this, right? You see where I'm going with this? That's what I would do. And the fact that this goes up to 5X, Mary Maxim, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Round of applause for Mary Maxim for actually including a size inclusive pattern in here. There's been so many kits I have received over the past several years, because I think the first year I started this was during the pandemic when everybody was at home. And I'm like, I want something, let's do something, right? So I started doing the Mary Maxim kits in 2020, and I was like, okay, none of the patterns that were clothes were size inclusive. And now I also may have a problem, because another issue you may fall into is they're like, okay, well, here's enough yarn to make the large. And then you got to purchase extra yarn or extra yardage to make a 5X, for example. So I'm going to actually research that real quick and see how many balls are needed. All right, so it says shopping list, 4 balls and 3 balls. Do we have 4 balls? We have that. The information does not say how many balls you're going to need for a 5X. So that is where the pattern is lacking. because it just says that you need 4 balls of one color and 3 balls of the other color. But to make what size? I'm reading it and I don't see it. Alright, it tells you how to make the squares. And it says that you need 15 squares for the size 5X. 4X/5X. So you need 15 squares, right? I'm thinking because, and I know that you can make this to your body size as well. I'm thinking there should be enough. It's not going to be enough to make a super long top, but I think it should be enough. I hope. I won't know until I actually make it, but I don't know. I am not dissatisfied this month at all. I like this yarn, and I am interested to try to make it into a wearable. And even though I'm not a huge fan of neutrals, I'm not a brown girl at all. These have enough of a gray feel to them that they're not entirely brown and they're not entirely gray. And I don't know. I kind of think this would be pretty. Shoot, I could even convert it into my crop top, my knockout crop top pattern, right? That would be interesting. But I think I'm going to try something with the granny squares. I'm definitely not going to do that pattern. Not the way it says to do it. And you guys know I change things up. I would definitely make it way more feminine. I am not dissatisfied. There's going to be a part 2 to this video that is going to come on after I finish wrapping up about this. And it's going to be when the knit kit arrives. The knit kit, I'm recording this on 7/24. The knit kit is not set to arrive till the 27th. So this video is not actually going to get aired until August. So this is July's. This is July's. I got billed on July the 10th. They billed me. They charged my account on July 10th. So what they do is you have to have a credit card on file for these subscription kits. They charge you on like the 10th, and then they ship it out. The knit and the crochet ship out differently at different times. And you will get them on different days. So the crochet kit is already here. The knit club is due on the 27th, and the knit club is actually coming DHL, whereas this one came, I think, I'm not positive, but I think this came regular post office or FedEx or something. But none of that matters. And they come towards the end of the month. So you get billed at the beginning of the month. They come towards the end of the month. That's just the way it works. It's not a big deal to me unless I'm trying to film something. I got a filming schedule, like is what is happening right now. So now I have to film this, and then I have to come back and film the second half, which you will see in a minute. That's a little bit frustrating to me just because schedules and all that. But if you're just the person who's at home and waiting for your kit to come, I don't just buy these kits for the pattern or the idea of making the pattern, and oftentimes I hate the recommended patterns that go with the yarn because I am a creative person and I like to make up my own patterns. I like to make up my own designs. I like to say, hey, I like this yarn, but I want to do this with it, you know? Like with that pattern, the pattern is okay, but I would like make it more what my idea of feminine is for what my tastes are. So I would make it granny style all the way up and then connect it at the shoulders. Very similar to the way this is created. Or the knockout crop top, something like that. Well, although the knockout crop top is created top down, and I could absolutely do that too. But either way, you're sewing motifs together. So it doesn't matter if you make it top down or bottom up, because you're still putting all the pieces together. Definitely have to consider that before I work on it, but I am not objecting to trying. And I do like that yarn, and I'm happy because I got 7 for $21. So that's $3 a ball, and it's normally like $8 a ball. Let me see if it's still online, because sometimes the yarn is Okay, so that yarn is $5.39 on sale on Joann's because it's 40% off on July 24th. The 3-pack is $11.49 at Joann's. Normal price for the 3-pack is $23. Normal price per ball is $8.99 at Joann's, and that's the only place I've ever seen this for purchase at, but it's also $5.47 on Hirschner's. $12.63 for a 3-pack on Walmart, and they got this pretty blue color. So if you wanted some of this yarn and you didn't want the kit, you could actually buy the yarn. Because by the time you see this, you're not going to be able to buy that kit anyway. You'll be purchasing probably August kit, and I have no idea what's going to be an August kit. I'm just giving you an idea of kind of what's in the Mary Maxim knit kit. I really like the blue. I think the blue would be really pretty with that pebble color, and I know you guys couldn't see that because my phone. There you go. Isn't that pretty? I might have to order some of the blue. I like it. I really like it. Let me see if I can find the green. I'm going to click on it at Joann's and see if they still have the green available. Because the green was like a perfect... There it is. Nope, that's not even the green I purchased. Okay, so these are the colors that are available. The green I got a couple years ago was actually more of an army green, whereas the evergreen that they have now is like a tree color, like a Christmas green. Although I just don't think that might be the yarn I got. That is just not accurate at all. See how there's the brown in there? But this is like a chain spun yarn, so it's like instead of it twirled, like wrapped, it's chained. So it's like the whole strand is like chained. I really like the cornflower color. I might have to order some of that. $11.49 is not a bad price. So anyway, you can check out the Respect yarn. I'm gonna actually check linebrand.com and see if they have any. You can check out the Mary Maxim Knit and Crochet Kit. I am a Mary Maxim affiliate. I don't care where you buy this yarn from, honestly. Like, if you buy from Lion Brand, I got a link for that. If you buy from Mary Maxim, I got a link for that. If you buy from Joann's, good on you. I don't have a link for that, but I totally support that. Like, I'm just trying to give you guys good content. So if you stay tuned at the end of this video, I will add a whole other video that I'm going to record when the Knit Club comes in, and we will discuss that in the same format we discussed this. If you don't knit, and you're like, well, I don't knit, but you still like the yarns from the Knit Club, that's why I don't knit none of the patterns, because I'm not advanced enough. I don't like knit written patterns because I find them hard to read because I'm so used to crochet patterns. I buy the knit pattern for the yarn, or the Knit Club for the yarns, because I like the yarn selection in the Knit Club a lot. And there has been times in the Knit Club I have gotten local yarn shop quality yarns, like high-end brand yarns in the Knit Club. That's why I buy both. The Crochet Club usually is big box yarns, or like the Line brands or Premier Yarns they've had, or sometimes they have off Russian brands that I've never heard of in there. And the Knit Clubs has, not always, but on occasion they throw in like Louisa Harding, or, you know, like the painted desert yarns. I've gotten those in the Knit Clubs. And it's beautiful, gorgeous yarn. And so that's why I purchased both. So stay tuned. At the end of this video, there'll be a whole nother video where I'm attaching it and I'm showing you the Knit Club. And until then, well, I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, so we are back. That wasn't long at all, was it? It was long in my world. Alright, so the knit kit came today. So I'm opening the Mary Maxim knit kit. It is significantly smaller than what came with the crochet kit. But I told you that very often the knit kit will have a higher end yarn but less amounts of the yarn. So I have a higher end brand yarn, and then you'll get like 1 or 2 or 3 skeins. Whereas with the crochet kit, very often you will get a more of a big box name brand like Lion Brand, Premier Yarns, etc., Mary Maxim Yarns sometimes. But you will get that in a higher quantity of yarn because crochet takes more yarn, and I don't know the other reasons, but like, it's all good. And once again, same price, $16.99 for the Knit of the Month Club plus $4.99 shipping. My total is $21.98. All right. I already have some of this yarn. All right, so this is what came. This is the kit. It is the Nova yarn, which is, actually it's a pretty, I think it's a cheap priced. Let me check their price on Mary Maxim's website. Because I think I paid like $2.99 or $3.99 a ball for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 6 balls. Nova. Now I know that I've used this yarn before because yeah, see, that is not, that ain't even cool. Ain't even cool. This one kind of upsets me a little bit. Not real happy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, the knit kit is $16.99 a month. These are $1.99. And I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls. And a free pattern. So yeah, this month is a bust. The yarn is nice. The yarn is, I recommended this yarn in the past, but when you're giving me 6 balls of a yarn that's $1.99 each, that doesn't even equal the $16.99 for the kit. Not including the fact that I also paid shipping on top of it. So yeah, this is a big no-no. This, and I had this problem in the past with the Mary Maxim kits. I like the Mary Maxim kits. I like trying new yarns. But this one, like, no. No. So this comes with a knit apron and dishcloths for the pattern. Five balls for the knit apron and 1 ball for the washcloth. I'm guessing. So this is mercerized cotton. Like I said, I have some of this before. There's 5 balls in this gray color. And there's 1 in the pink. And you see the prices right there. It's a 1.79 euros. I'm guessing. So yeah, this costs $1.99. I've purchased some of this in the past. It's fine yarn. It's got a nice slick silkiness to it. That is totally not worth the price. Now, while I was happy with the crochet, I was perfectly happy with the crochet. And as a matter of fact, it made me look up that yarn. I actually purchased some more colors of that yarn. But this one is, no, this one does not make me happy because this is essentially a free pattern. It is the equivalent of a free pattern. I don't give credit for the price of the patterns in these kits anyway. Like, I really very much am wanting the value to be in the yarn, and it's no. So not real happy with that. I took a pause, and I don't even know what yarns they sent out for July because June, because I put a pause on my subscriptions. Oftentimes, and I've seen this in the past, in the summer months, the Mary Maxim kits will have stuff like this where you're making washcloths or whatever, which I don't have a problem with, but that's not worth $21.98. It's just not. The crochet kit was fantastic, and sometimes it will be the opposite. Sometimes I'll get a crochet kit and I'm like, yeah, that crochet kit wasn't worth the money, but the knit kit was more than made up for it. Because like I said, I've gotten painted desert yarns from the knit kits before. I've gotten like higher end nice yarn. That is $1.99 a ball. It's $1.99 a ball. And something Mary Maxim does on their website quite frequently is it will mark the price. And it will say that, oh, the regular price is $3.99, but it's $1.99. But it is always $1.99. I have never seen this yarn marked at $3.99. It is always on sale. So I'm gonna let you guys know that right off the bat. Mary Maxim does do that. And I know other websites do too, but that's a thing that Mary Maxim does. Their mystery kits also, they have a mystery bag of yarn, and it is always marked at, oh, its value is $60 or something, and it's always on sale for $30. I've never seen it more than $30, and I've purchased the mystery bags frequently. I'm gonna tell you quite honestly, kits versus the mystery bags are always a better value. It's always more worth it. You always get more yarn. The value is always there, whereas the mystery bags are hit or miss. And I know from past experience, I had a contact at Mary Maxim. I do not any longer have a contact at Mary Maxim. But the contact I used to be in contact with, she told me that, you know, they were having problems filling some of the, this was back during COVID. They were having problems getting the yarn in to fill the mystery bags. And at the time, like, it was a lot of overseas mystery, or not the mystery bags. The crochet and knit kits was a lot of overseas Russian yarn, and they just couldn't get supply. And there were also some of their regular kits, because they have regular crochet kit, like a blanket kit, and like they have a lot of kits on their website, which are really cool. But they're expensive, and I think they're a little bit overpriced. And I had a problem with, I was trying to buy a blanket kit, and she said that that one has been out of stock for a while because they just could not get their hands on that yarn. And I'm just wondering, like, sometimes are they just, I don't know. See, I'm being all cynical now because I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that. So now I'm being cynical, thinking that they're like trying to make as much money off these kits as they can, which I wouldn't be surprised. I don't want to sit here and tell you not to do the Knit and Crochet Club, because I've said in the past, they can be really fun. They can also be a huge disappointment, like this month for the knit kit specifically. They can be, it's hit or miss. And the benefit of doing the Crochet of the Month Club or the Knit of the Month Club or even the Quarterly Afghan Club, they have a bunch of clubs now. The benefit of those is maybe trying yarns that are new to you, because not a lot of people have run across the Nova yarn. The Nova yarn is not bad. I have some much prettier colors of that somewhere. I actually have one of the pinks too. It's a mercerized cotton, right? Yeah, it's mercerized cotton. It's a little tiny ball. $26 meters. Maybe? No. What the heck does that say? Doesn't say. It says 600 grams on here, but it says CA 600 grams. I don't even know what that means, because this is like a 50-gram ball at best. And it doesn't even feel like it's 50 grams. Matter of fact, hang on, because I have a scale right here. I'll tell you how much it weighs. Come on, baby, give me grams. Come on. It needs a new battery, so it's running really slow. Grams. Yeah, that's a 50-gram ball. I don't know why it says 600 gram on here. And all of the language is in what looks like German. No, maybe not. Anyway, it's not a bad yarn. It's not, but it's $1.99 a ball, and I knew this going in because, like I said, I've purchased this before, and I don't know. I'm not going to keep harping on it, but the positive things is that with some of these knit kits or crochet kits, you're going to be trying new yarns that maybe you've never experienced before, and it gives you an idea what's on the market. The downside is you don't know if you're going to love the yarn or hate the yarn. You don't know if it's going to be not even worth the value that you paid for it type situation. You don't know if it's going to, you just don't know what you're getting. That's why, like, if you're going to go to Mary Maxim, if you're going to, like, sign up for something, save your money and, like, get a mystery box every once in a while. Mary Maxim does coupons. It does, like, really good sales on shipping and stuff. That's where you're going to get your money at. The knit and the crochet kits are fun, and they're a fun gift to give someone else, because then somebody else is getting a gift every month for all year, and it's a wonderful way to gift somebody for a birthday, anniversary, Christmas, like whatever you celebrate. It's a cool gift, like, hey, I'm giving you years of a knit club or a crochet club or whatever, and it's cool for that. Or if you just want to have Happy Mail coming once a month that you don't really have to think about, and it's not incredibly expensive. It's, like I said, it's $22 a month for me. That is kind of worth it, but you have to be willing to put a risk that you're not going to get your full money's worth. You're not going to be able to get yarns that you necessarily love every month. And some months you're going to be disappointed. And that's like the plus and the minuses of getting a mystery kit or a crochet club of any company that does them. And I know there's a lot of companies on the market that do, like, high-end crochet and knit clubs and, like, fancy yarns and all that. I did Knit Crate while Knit Crate was around, before Knit Crate went out of business. I did Knit Crate. I enjoyed it while I was doing it, but after a while the yarn started to just pile up and I wasn't using it, and it just became more of a burden than it was a gift to myself. So I kind of feel the same about the Mary Maxim thing. Is like, I don't know how long we're going to continue the Mary Maxim kits, just because it's fun for a few months and then it becomes like, okay, I didn't use any of the yarn and I didn't like the pattern. They build up. And when I did mystery boxes, I actually gave away quite a few of the crochet and knit clubs that I have received over the years from Mary Maxim. I gave them away to someone who hopefully would use them or find joy in them. And I always hope that the right person gets the yarn that they're going to love. That's always what I hope for. But you never know. You just never know. And while I'm really disappointed in the knit club, I'm completely happy with this yarn from the crochet club, because I really like it. And I like the yarn enough that I purchased the blue and the pink that we were talking about earlier in the video. I went and made a purchase. I think it was on sale. I don't remember if I bought it from Lion Brand or if I bought it from Joann's, because both have it clearanced out. I think I bought it from lionbrand.com. But yeah, I'm not unhappy about the Respect. And I was talking to Juju about it yesterday because I was showing her the kit. And I was like, while I love the shirt, and we talked about this, I was talking about making it a different type shirt. I also don't enjoy doing granny squares and motifs and sewing them or connecting them, which is why I started that blue and white blanket I told you about, and then I realized I'm not going to make that blanket. I don't want to. So while I'm still possibly going to make a shirt of some sort out of the crochet club, I'm not going to follow that pattern, but I'm going to hang on to that pattern because I think that's a cool pattern. And I don't think I ever showed you guys a close-up of this yarn yesterday. It's I know I told you it was chain spun, but I didn't. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Oh, I found the snake. Juju helped me find the snake. She's all, Mom. I was like, Juju, do you know where my snake is? And she's all, is it in those baskets that you put in there on the bookshelf? Because I moved some of the stuff, because I had that big shelf here, right? I moved some of the buckets that had camera equipment stuff into a different bookshelf in the dining room. And so she's all, because this was with all of those buckets. And she's all, did you move it in there? And I was like, I don't know. And she's all, let me go check. So she goes in there. She's all, it's right here, Mom. So this is what the Respect yarn looks like. This is the green color. This is what it looks like worked up. See how the greens and the browns are just beautiful? A little snaky snake. Ain't he cute? Ain't he cute? So I really liked, and he feels really cool. Like he feels, so this yarn is fantastic for amigurumi, because look at how cute. Like, you can't see the stuffing in between the stitches, and like it's got good like stitch definition, and it, even though I crocheted this in a perfectly straight tube, the yarn is it's sturdy enough to make a good amigurumi, but it's got just enough stretch and pull in it that like he stays curled up when I curl him up, which was another like really cool thing for my my little amigurumi guy. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna make a really big one, and then we're gonna like just wear him around town, and we're gonna pretend that he's a real snake. It's a snake. Oh, he's upside down. Isn't he cute? So, and I like this yarn. I enjoyed working with this yarn. I still have a little scrap ball of it somewhere, I think. But yeah, that's his tail. That's his head. That's his tail. So I'll put that back in a minute. So you win some, you lose some. And I don't know month to month what I'm doing. I don't know if we're going to get August's Knit and Crochet Club. I don't know if I'm going to put it on pause. But I do like that Mary Maxim added that function that you can pause it every month if you want. Or you can hold it off for a couple months if like finances hit hard. And we're going to play it out. I might go ahead and order the August and then like hold off in September. I don't know. We're just gonna play it by ear. But I'm not ready to cancel it right now, but I just don't know that I need it every single month. So that's beneficial to me as well, that they let me pause it as many times as I need to, so that, you know, I'm not getting too many kits. And that's one of the other really good positives of these kits, is like I can pause it and I don't have to keep getting it every month without I don't have to cancel it or get it every single month. You know, I can say, hey, I can't deal with it this month because I got a lot going on, or I can't pay for it this month because I got bills or whatever. It's very easy to do that. And so, you know, you can keep it benefits them as well as the subscriber, because it will keep people wanting to be a subscriber for a longer time, because you're still officially subscribed and you can come back and get it whenever you want. Like, okay, I don't want it for August and September, but like October, November, December is when I really want to get some new yarn, because either I'm running low, or I have extra money, or I want to treat myself, or I want to make some wearables, or I want to make, you know, some donation type items, or I crochet more in the winter time, so that kind of thing. Or you just realize that, hey, in the summertime I don't really knit or crochet, and in the summertime they usually send a lot more cotton and stuff, and I don't really like cotton, so I'm not gonna get it in the summertime, or whatever. Or maybe you think they're gonna send you bulkies in the wintertime, so you'd rather not get the bulky yarns. You don't like bulky yarns, like whatever. It's very easy to put a pause on it. So with all of that information, I hope that you learned something, or that I know that you guys are all gonna have opinions on this yarn. By the way, the Respect yarn, the value on this was way beyond, because I looked up the prices yesterday. This was $8.99 at Joann's. And I researched this after I shut the video off. This was $8.99 at Joann's. It is now currently on clearance at both Joann's and Walmart and linebrand.com. And the Respect yarn is going for between $4 and $5 a ball on clearance. So there's 7 balls. So 7 times 5 is 35. So I got a really good deal. Because like I said, that was only $16.99. So it's like, if you got both, it kind of evens out. What you got in more value for the Crochet Club kind of evens out the feeling of me getting ripped off from the Knit Club. Because I got more value for the Crochet Club than the Knit Club. But if you only got the Knit Club, I can see how people would be totally disappointed in that. And like, oh, it makes you mad because you feel like you got taken advantage of. But with the Crochet Club, like, I feel like I took advantage of them. So I guess it all works out. It all evens itself out. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. Some you win some, you lose some. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.